Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. Today we are standing out here by our new Coyote CS 2520. So I come out here into the field to kind of try to give a little bit of a demonstration of the difference in how much it takes to, or how much weight it adds to the bottom of the tractor. I was actually going to try to set up some sort of a scale to actually push on the tractor and see how much it takes to lift a tire off the ground. But you're going to have to kind of take my word for this because I can't get the scale to hold in place and do what I need it to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to push on it and I'm going to kind of just demonstrate, how much I'm pushing on it and kind of explain it. And then I'm going to fill the tires up and we're going to do the same test again. And then, I'll just kind of give you my thoughts of how much more I'm having to push on it. And I'm sure you'll be able to see how easy it is with the tires not being filled, and then how much harder it is with the tires being filled. So we're sitting on a pretty good slope right here, and I'm going to hang on to the tractor because I don't want it to flip over on me. But you can see I can pretty easily lift this thing up off the ground. I can tell you it's pretty easy. I can push it up there and hold it for a long time, and it's no problem to push it up here and hold this thing up in the air like this. So I'm going to go fill these tires. We're going to park it right back in this same exact spot, and then going to try this test again and see how much more it adds and how much harder it is to push that over. All right, so I've got everything set up here, and I've got my pump. I've got me a 5-gallon bucket, and I've got a bunch of windshield washer fluid because I'm going to use windshield washer fluid in this for now. I may eventually change this and maybe put something like rim guard, because rim guard actually weighs more than just water alone. And it actually will add quite a bit more ballast than that. But this stuff is good down to -20 degrees, so we shouldn't have any problem with that freezing, and also is supposed to be non-corrosive. So let's take the tractor down to the same spot we were at just a minute ago and see how much harder it is to try to lift it off the ground. So I'm back out here and as close to the same spot as I could get. Well, now I actually have to push a lot of force on that. Maybe. I can still lift it up, but I can't do it like I did before. And that's a drastic difference in the stability and the feeling of a machine on a sideways hill. When you can get that weight right down on the very bottom, that really, really makes you a lot more planted to the ground and gives you a lot more confidence in trying to go in some sideways places. I really have to put a lot of force now to get this thing to raise up off the ground. And you can see a little bit of that movement right here. That's just the sponginess in the tires. But to actually get it to lift, I actually have to push it really hard. This really makes a big difference, and that's why ballast is so important. And I've seen a lot of people actually even put wheel weights in their tires plus the fluid. I think you could drive it plumb up sideways if you done something like that. I don't recommend doing that, but in places like this is probably about as steep as I'll ever go with it. So I can feel pretty confident riding on it that, I don't even have to get over here and sit on the fender or something trying to hold it down. I can just kind of sit in it, ride it, and feel confident that it's not going to turn over with me. So it's getting late and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, but you can really see what a difference that actually makes and the force that I was having to put on it to try to lift a tire off the ground. And in no way am I recommending that you go out and just put fluid in your tires and then you can just mow any slope you want. Always proceed with caution. Don't do this stuff because you see it somewhere and you're like, oh, I seen this person go on a really steep slope. I know I can do that. Do what you feel comfortable with. Don't go beyond your means. So if you enjoyed today's video and you got something out of it, I appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button. Follow along for all the projects we have going on around the property. And until next time, keep it outdoors, and we'll see you on the next one.